A few years ago, 5,500 street trees were felled in Sheffield. Unsurprisingly, this created a lot of unrest. This is Sharon from Tree Lady Talks. What you're about to listen to is one lady's story and is an extract from this special podcast. The podcast will showcase the great work being carried out by STAG, the Sheffield Trees Action Group, the Council, volunteers, the Woodland Trust, the Wildlife Trust and other organisations who are working together really effectively to build a better treescape for Sheffield. So Christine, you really have been involved with this for a number of years now, giving your free time, helping others. It's been really difficult and at times potentially dangerous. What drove you?
Well, I've always loved trees, like literally as a child, literally actually a tree hugger, and trees and nature and the environment. My holidays were rambling holidays. I need to be in the mountains or in the woods or by the sea, and I need to be near nature. So the destruction of that was awful, and it is like a physical pain. But the other thing was the lies. It's unjust. It was just unjust, and I can't stand unfairness. So I felt I had to do something about that. At the beginning, people who were well-meaning, they were only trying to protect me from being hurt. Used to say, "Well, you can't win." It's the council. You can't win, and I used to say, "Well, I might not, but I can't not have tried." The thing that angers me about the way the council acted, not just about the environmental destruction, was about their pride and arrogance and the way they just became entrenched and just intensified their aggression towards people. There are still people now that on Stag that will be saying there's a crew and they come to fell a tree. They're at it again. They started, and it's not happening. But it's because it's like a form of PTSD, and that's the thing the council is not really understanding, because people are asking for an inquiry and people are asking for an investigation and people are trying to uncover the truth, and they're saying, "Oh, what you need to do is you need to move on." But the reason people are not moving on is because it's an emotional thing on our side. It was pain and anger and despair and fatigue and getting up in the morning thinking other people are going to work, thinking, what will the day be like? Will it be a good day? Will we stop them? Or will a tree come down? Will one of my friends be arrested? How's the day going to go? I'm going to be giving my details to the police. It was an incredibly stressful time because the council would not back down. But as I've stepped away from that personally, I'm realising that actually it was a really bad time for Amy as well, because it didn't matter whether they were laying pavements or cleaning the streets or anything, or doing some tree work that needed doing. They were having a really stressful, bad time. People who were completely innocent of it were having a really stressful time. And people in the council, everybody hated the council. It didn't matter what your job was. Everybody hated the council. Somebody's worked really hard on a project and they get funding and they're really happy about it. And then people, it's like, well, we found money for that then, we can't find money for this. So there's this grinding and pain. And that's what makes me really angry about the council, because they've damaged so many people across the city from all of the organisations, not just Stag. And they could have stopped it years ago.